How to use PES in a medical practice. PES takes care of medical histories on its own. PES automatically explains treatments to patients. PES will structure your procedures for you. What can a digital system like PES do in a medical practice? Many programs available today actually create more work for doctors rather than reducing it. This is certainly true when it comes to the subject of explanations. In the daily surgery routine, there are many problems with the doctor's explanations, chiefly with the time factor and also with motivation. Good verbal explanations require a lot of time, and when they have to be repeated again and again every day, they become dull and lose a lot of their effectiveness. At the same time, patients are more likely to agree to high-end work if they fully understand what it's all about. Not to mention that authorities require that a thorough explanation be given. That's why, in the past, some doctors explained treatments with simple flip charts, but most avoided charts since the dual problems of time and motivation weren't solved by graphics. Many systems available today have replaced the charts with animated videos, but the workflow for the doctor isn't any easier. On the contrary, instead of a simple flip chart, the doctor has to incur the expense of a tablet PC, the work of an IT technician, and a software firm. So what do the doctor and patient gain from animated explanation videos? Nothing. A modern explanation system should do more than connect the doctor and patient by means of a tablet and some nice gadgets. It should also help the doctor with their workload, ideally by leading the patient independently through their medical history and explanations. Since every doctor sets up their practice in their own individual way, it should be easy to adapt an explanation system to their own particular requirements with just a few mouse clicks. Finally, the system should be lean, affordable, and secure. That system is PES. How do I operate PES? After you've bought PES, you can log on with your username and password. On our site, you'll find a menu with 3 headings: PES Documents, PES Forms, and PES Start. PES Documents is where you'll find all your PDF files. For example, if you use PES for patient explanations or patient administration, the tab Patient Related is where you'll find all your patient's documents in alphabetical order. Likewise, the tab Not Patient Related has any documents not linked to patients. Under both tabs, you can delete PDFs by clicking on the red X. You can search for documents by entering the search term in the dialog box, and you can also download documents individually or in batches. Under the heading PES Forms, you can create forms or work on existing forms. The menu consists of 3 windows: PES Forms, PES Toolbox, and PES Form Editor. PES Forms displays your documents and document templates. You can copy existing forms by clicking the copy icon, delete forms by clicking on the red X, or work on existing forms. Simply click on the required form and work on it in the form editor. You can start a new form easily by clicking on Create New PES Form. PES saves your work automatically. You can name the new form in the form editor and compile it as desired. You can also create forms in English for your English-speaking patients simply by selecting English in the drop-down language menu, and all the buttons in the document will now be labeled in English. All you have to do is write your form text in English. If you want to create a document not related to a patient, such as a to-do list, for example, simply choose the tab Not Patient Related in the field Type of Form next to the Language tab. To create the forms themselves, simply take the elements required out of the PES toolbox, select, left-click, and hold, and drag it into the PES editor. Release, and that's it. The PES toolbox contains everything you need to create your forms. Once you've put the PES elements in the PES editor, you can rearrange them as you wish simply by clicking on the blue number and dragging the element up or down to a new place in the list. You don't need to worry about saving your work as PES automatically saves all your changes for you. Any elements you don't need can be deleted simply by clicking on the respective red X. Notice the blue letter I's. If you put your cursor on the blue eye, help for that respective point will be displayed. PES helps you every step of the way, with explanations for all the tools in the PES toolbox. All text fields can be amended by clicking on the required field, typing your desired text, and confirming with the Enter key. If you'd like to add a description to your form, simply drag the required tool into the editor and edit the text as desired. Descriptions are saved with the blue diskette icon next to the description tool, not with the Enter key. The last menu heading, PES Start, will be used mainly from your tablet. Go to the browser on your tablet, ideally Google Chrome, enter the PES URL and log into your PES account. When you select PES Start, you'll now see your forms, and if your surgery software allows it, so will your patients. How does PES communicate with your surgery software? PES can be used with or without a surgery program. Modern surgery programs usually have a built-in communication standard, so the data can be exchanged with other programs. In the case of dental software solutions, this standard is known as VDDS. Just send us an email and we'll check for you with your software provider to see if communication between PES and your current surgery software is possible. If so, the consent forms generated as PDFs will automatically be filed in the respective patient history. Regardless of whether you use PES with or without surgery software, PES will also save your PDF documents to a secure server in encrypted format, so that you can, at any time, access them under the menu heading PES Documents from wherever you like, without having to worry about security and update issues. You can also allow your PES documents to be sent to an email address of your choice automatically, so it's easy to run PES without the need for any particular software in your practice.